All right. So, Jonathan, what role does a dream manager play in one's life? And since going through the program yourself, how has it helped you live out your dreams?
Thank you so much for asking me that, Carmelo. And Tony, thank you so much for the email. And once again, it was really wonderful to see you. Before I answer the question, though, I do have to dive a little bit into my background. And for those that know me, and probably certainly some people who don't know me will see this, in 2012, I lost the love of my life to an addiction. And I remember the grief that I was going through was magnified greatly by feeling so hopeless. I really, for the first time in my life, I felt completely helpless within that situation. And I remember picking up the book, Man's Search for Meaning, and reading that famous line from Viktor Frankl, that the only way to make your suffering go away is to make meaning out of that suffering. And I knew when I read that line that my purpose in life was to be able to help people. And if you know me, I wanted to be able to help people to the best I possibly could, which obviously I hadn't been fully equipped. Shortly after this happened, a lady walked into my office holding a Matthew Kelly CD on her finger. And she said, "I'd listen to this. I think you'd really like this guy." Well, Amanda, she was right. I didn't just like the material I was listening to, I loved it. And I deep dived into it. And I went on Amazon and I bought every possible Matthew Kelly book I could find. But that absolutely wasn't enough. In fact, if you look over on that bookcase, you'll see a big stack of them because I hand them out regularly. One of the books I picked up was called The Dream Manager. I was transfixed. Working in some corporate settings over my life, I had seen the dysfunction, I had seen the lack of engagement, and I saw an amazing fit. So I contacted Floyd Consulting, and the rest is history. I became a certified dream manager. And one of the things I got to experience going through the process was working with a dream manager myself. I love you, Tony Ferraro. And I really think a lot of this is like NASA in a sense. I wanted to be able to help people. To do that, I needed to be the best version of myself. I think about NASA sending spaceships up. They've always got that command and control set up to where things go right. And I look at working with a dream manager as having something better than NASA's command and control to help you live out the purpose for your life, our lives, to be the best version of ourselves. And that one dream I identified was I wanted to be able to help as many people as I possibly could not go through the struggles that I went through. And as we know, in this world, there's plenty of grief and sorrow to go around. And as I close this down, the greatest impact is that I actually didn't accomplish that specific dream, so to speak. I had wanted 20 clients. It was way bigger than that, so I lived a life beyond my wildest expectations. I'm literally looking at my whiteboard, it's in the background, and there are 47 names on there. The goal was 20. And then I look at this sheet right here. Got a lady who's currently living out her dream in India to become a yoga instructor. I've got a family here, 3 beautiful children, saved the marriage. Have another picture here of me next to a young man in a wheelchair playing buddy ball. Set up by a client who set up this amazing charity. Got a steel company here I work with. They had people dying on the job. Had this lady right here. She was struggling to overcome the loss of her mother at 99 years young. And then I've got this lady here, Ashley. who simply wanted to become the best version of herself before she got married. So the greatest impact is having that command and control for that essential purpose in our life, that we're meant to become the best version of ourselves. As I sit here today, it's absolutely true. Thank you again, Tony. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Matthew. See you guys in January.